Hello everybody, HectiX here, and welcome back to TXR3. Now, I have something very special for you all today, but before we get into it, I do want to quickly thank a good friend of mine for allowing me to actually have this copy of the game. So, yeah, let's just jump right in, shall we? Now, where on earth is the menu? I should have access to career mode, free play, time attack, replay, options, the whole lot. But for some strange reason, that's entirely absent. Why is that? Well, if you look up in the top right of your screen, you will see that it says Taiken Version. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, after doing a quick Google Translate, mind you, I don't know if this is entirely accurate, so bear with me. Taiken in English translates to experience or personal experience. So you could say that this is the experience version of the game. But for simplicity's sake, I will be referring to this as the demo version. Yes, this is the demo version of TXR3, which up until a few weeks ago, I had no idea even existed. So for me, after playing this game for so many years and basically knowing everything inside and out up to a certain point, I actually got very excited to play this game again. Just, demo version. What was the game like prior to the official release? I had absolutely no idea what that was like. So, here we go. We actually have the demo version of the game. So first things first, we have to pick a car. So we have access to the R34, the Evo 7 here, FDRX7, Mark IV Supra, and for some reason I have absolutely no idea why this was added, the Suzuki Cappuccino. But for those that know the game well, in the official release it doesn't say base grade. So yeah, I don't know why that was in the demo version, but yeah, kind of glad that they took that out, because I think there's only one version for the Cappuccino. I could be wrong, I don't know quite well enough, but yeah, so in the official release it's just called a Suzuki Cappuccino. But of course, since there is no R32, unfortunately, I will be picking the R34. And of course, I am putting it in white. Why would I not? So this menu is exactly the same, there is no difference. So the only difference is I can't tune the car in terms of settings, I can't change the car, I can't go back to the car shop, and of course, I have no access to the rival list. I can, however, change parts on the car, and I can go to the options here finally, but yeah, unfortunately all I can do is change the vibration function, which I don't really need. So in terms of parts change, all I have access to is aero and dress up. So this is exactly the same as in the official release, so no difference, obviously, minus the money. Now, I don't know if these parts are the ones actually used on the car in the official game. I don't know each and every one of the cars well enough to be able to say that's not in the game, that's only in the demo, and so forth. I genuinely do not know. But this is entirely the same as in the official release. No difference here. Now, I can do dress up, but I can only change the front and rear lights as well as the blinkers. I don't get access to color change, changing the license plate position, changing the gauges and whatnot, which is unfortunate, but yeah, that's no big deal. I can't change the rims either because I don't have access to tire and wheel, but it doesn't really matter. But of course, we're not here to dress up the car and whatnot. We're here to actually do some racing. So, of course, I'm going to be starting with Tokyo, then I will move on to Nagoya and Osaka. So, here in Tokyo, all we have access to is C1 Inner. Unfortunately, we do not have access to the rest of Tokyo, nor do we have access to C1 Outer. So, let's actually do some racing, shall we? Okay, now, before we get into this, you do not need to adjust your headsets and actual speakers. That is how the music is. It is a little bit crackly, unfortunately. I thought the same thing when I first booted the game up, but yes, that is how the audio for the music is supposed to be. And for those that know and are actually paying attention, this is actually the free run music for Nagoya, here in Tokyo. It is a bit weird. It does stay that way through Osaka and Nagoya as well, so there's no change. But first things first, let's take care of Galaxy Racers, considering, you know, C1 Outer is not present in this, so C1 Inner is going to have to be used. Now, I'm going to let the music play for a bit, and I want to see if you guys can figure out where it's from. Now, if you were going to guess the lover rival music from Kaido Racer 1 or Kaido Battle 2, for those in Japan, then you would be right, because this is the only other time outside of that one part of the game that I actually know that this song plays. I haven't seen it in any other release from Genki, so if anybody has seen it in another game, feel free to let me know, I'd be interested. But as far as I'm aware, there's only 2 times that song is used. So it's a very rare song to be heard. But yeah, the menu here, as you can see, is entirely different. But let's go and race our next rival, because we only have to race 2 people, and then we get access to a team leader. But the team leaders are always set, so it doesn't matter who I race, I always get the same team leader, so that doesn't change at any point. Now, for those also paying quite good attention here, you would have probably have noticed one major difference if I slow down here. Yeah, the van is actually white. It's not yellow and sticker bombed with Genki's logo. So this would explain, in the official release, why the vans in some of the cutscenes that are actually shown, why they're white. So, there you go. This would mean that those cutscenes were done during the demo and or beta version of the game, which I had no idea. Mind you, if you do want the white vans in the official release, you will have to be using Death Driver's car. I had no idea this was a thing until a viewer of mine pointed it out on the Wanderer's Guide for him. But if you drive around in his car, the vans will go white, and they will show a ghost in the windows. So yeah, if you want the white vans in the official release, there you go. But next up, we have a person here from Fine Drive in his S14. So yeah, we'll quickly mince this guy to, you know, win, in other words, because it's not going to be entirely difficult in any way. So let's just scoot around him here. There we go. And easy victory is easy. Unless somehow I royally mess up like normal. But yeah, I don't exactly foresee that happening. But, you know, with me, entirely possible. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole wall riding thing. It really doesn't matter. The difficulty in this version is, you know, very tame. It's like a stage 1 Tokyo kind of difficult. Like right at the beginning, like you're racing rolling guy first. Basically your first race kind of thing. So yeah, it's really easy. Also, you would have noticed there in the left side of your screen, no access to the pit lane. That's not a thing yet. And we have our team leader to race. Also, this is the Nagoya Challenger music for both Stage 1 and 2. Mind you, that will change at some point, but we'll get into that when it happens. And we're right back to Kaido. Kaido music's playing again. Now, interesting information on this guy. He's only in the demo. So, the Supra he's using here is not in the official release. In the official release, he's actually driving an R33 Skyline, and his name is entirely different. So the name he has here, mind you, I cannot read Japanese, is not in the official release. I did also check to see if he happened to be another one of the members on the team that actually drive a Mark IV Supra, but they're entirely absent, so that's not a thing. But yeah, let's move on to Nagoya, shall we? Okay, now we're in Nagoya, so we're going to move on right to the team leader from the get-go. So, we have a nice purple Evo 5 to race against. So again, this will more than likely be very easy because that's how this demo is set up. So we're just going to basically mop the floor with this guy. Now, the purple Evo that he is driving is identical to the one in the official game. Mind you, they probably, I don't know, changed the lights and the rims, I do not know. So that is entirely possible, but everything else is relatively the same. Even the name is actually the same, so you can actually race this guy from the demo in the official game. Nothing has changed. Now, something else to point out, there is no boost feature. If you look on the middle part of the right side of the screen, where the actual boost gauge is, there's no little black square there. And since I can't, tune the car, I can't even turn the boost on to begin with. But, yeah, you get no boost feature. So, no extra power, unfortunately. But, yeah, that is Nagoya done. On to Osaka. And now we are here in Osaka, and things are about to get quite a bit more serious. Yep, that is the Boss Challenger music from Stage 2 Nagoya. Yeah, things got a little bit more serious, and they're about to get just that little bit more. Yep. That is the boss music of Stage 2 Nagoya. And damn, I love this song. Honestly, this is my favorite song in the entire game. Now, in terms of the R34 ahead of us, in the official release, the car is the same, color is the same, body kit design is the same, minus the taillights and the headlights. Even his name is the same. So if you want to race him on the official release, you can. There's no difference, not like in Tokyo. Now, I don't know if it's just my eyes deceiving me, or if anybody else feels the same, but for some reason I do feel like it's a bit easier to drive here in the wet. I feel like I can see a little bit further. If you feel the same, leave a comment. I'm actually kind of curious, but yeah, that's it for all three cities. Osaka is now done. However, there is just a little bit more left in the demo to show off. So, unfortunately, I cannot read Japanese, but what I can tell you is that date you see there is actually July 24th, 2003. That is when the official game was released. But there is one last thing to show off. But I don't understand Japanese, so I can't exactly translate it. So if anybody that knows Japanese well enough and has the time and is willing to actually translate this, please do so. It would be greatly appreciated. But that's going to be it from me for commentary, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the final clip.
首都高バトルがおよそ2年の沈黙を経てついに完全復活。その生まれ変わった姿が今ここに明らかになる。バトルエリア拡大。ついに首都高エリアだけでなく横浜、名古屋、大阪を収録。おなじみの首都高エリアではついに横浜が開通。世界最長のコースがここに完成した。最大4車線もある大阪エリアでは個性的なライバルたちがプレイヤーを待ち受けている。直線の多い名古屋エリアでは極限のスピードでのバトルが熱く繰り広げられる。充実のゲームモード。首都高バトルにスタートとゴールは存在しない。ライバルを探しパッシングでスタート。相手の気力をなくせばプレイヤーの勝利だ。前作をしのぐ総勢600人のライバルたちが登場。各エリアのライバルを全て倒すことができるか。仲間との対戦、フリーランやタイムアタックなどさまざまなモードが用意されている。またテストランモードでは自分のマシンを究極に仕上げることもできる。車へのこだわり。今回の首都高バトル01ではかつてないほどマシンを個性的にすることができる。15箇所以上のエアロパーツの変更はもちろん、各パーツは FRP など3種類の素材の変更が可能だ。ライトの形や色の変更、ウインカーの変更、そして車体の反射率さえも変えることができる。また車体の色は RGB で自由に設定ができ、なおかつウィンドウの色や透明度まで変更が可能だ。好評のナンバープレートは自公式はもちろんセットする場所も選べるようになった。そして今回はパーツ以外にステッカーやボディペイントでオリジナルのマシンを作り上げることが可能だ。150枚以上あるステッカーは車の好きな場所に好きな数だけ貼ることができる。また用意されたツールでボディペイントも可能。世界に一つしかないマシンがプレイヤーのものとなる。セッティングではギアやサスペンションの硬さの調整はもちろん、トーやキャンバー角の調整、ダウンフォースやトルク配分、ブースト調節まで細かいセッティングも可能だ。実在のメーカーの人気ホイールも40種類以上。タイヤのインチアップはもちろん、性能の優れたタイヤへの変更もできる。さらに5種類のメーターも選べるようになった。国内外80車種以上のマシンが登場し、プレイヤーを待ち受けている。リアリティの追求。今回はより一層のリアルさを求め完全再現を実現した。レーザー計測をして得た点群データや数百枚の航空写真といった数多くのデータ情報をもとに精度をアップ。実際に走ってるかと思わせるリアルな構成、さらにレベルを上げた。またシリーズ初、天候も再現。雨、霧、雪、雷などを実現。天候に合わせた戦略的な走りも必要になった。 光の計算、写り、反射を再現できるプログラムの開発により前作をはるかに超えるグラフィッククオリティをも実現。生まれ変わった01、前作と比べることでより明らかに01が進化していることがわかるだろう。首都高バトル史上最大にして最高、そして新たな戦いの幕が今ここに開かれる。首都高バトル01、2003年7月24日発売。